Hello! Welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be talking about the Kathleen Lights times Colourpop Zodiac palette. Wet n Wild, I believe, also just came out with a Zodiac palette, so as all things tend to have a theme in the world, Zodiac seems to be, at least for two brands, a theme right now. And I bought the eyeshadow palette as well as the two lipsticks. I didn't get the highlighter because the one that would have been a match for my skin tone kind of was sold out, and the darker one, I didn't want to buy something that probably wouldn't have worked on my skin tone. So yes, that's not a bad thing. Not everything needs to have a match for me, but if something doesn't work for your skin tone, you shouldn't spend money on it. And then what else? I think that's kind of it. Oh, she also had eyelid toppers, like they're like glitter. Everyone has them now. It's like the liquid glitter eye topper that's kind of, all of them are reminiscent of the Stila glitter eye toppers, and I didn't get those either because I have a crap ton of them, and I feel like the shades that all of the companies come out with are all very, very similar. Everyone will tell you that they have the most unique shade, but then when you actually, like, I was looking at the ones I have and you kind of line them up and they all look really freaking similar to one another, so I didn't get those. But I'm going to talk to you about the eyeshadow palette. I will have swatches of it as well as the lipsticks. It is their Cream Luxe Lipstick formula, so I'll talk about those a little bit. I will have swatches for you. I think I just said that, question mark. And I don't have a makeup tutorial in this video. I wanted to keep it short, simple, if I can speak properly, and sweet. I will post a link to the makeup tutorial that I did using this, and if you like this eyeshadow look, I'll post like a picture of what the eyes look like close up. I can do a tutorial for it. I didn't, but I can if you would like it. So yes, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started talking about the pièce de résistance. I'm so sorry if anyone actually speaks French. That accent was horrendous. But anyways, this is the eyeshadow palette. Let's do a little boom so you can see what the packaging actually looks like. It is this really pretty dark midnighty blue, and then it has kind of a rose gold foil on it for all her zodiac signs that were important to her on the front. The rest are on the back, as well as with the list of all of the eyeshadows. If you want like a full in-depth explanation of everything and why it's all important to her, check out her video on her channel. She literally breaks everything down from the names to where she picked what colors and whatnot, and I thought it was just like a fun, informative video to kind of get a little bit inside of her head. So that is what the palette looks like. It is this pretty blue color, as you can see. And then the unicarton, I mean, I'm going to throw away the unicarton. I don't really keep unicartons, but it's actually black. And I think that's because she couldn't pick between doing blue and black, so she ended up doing black for the unicarton. For the lipsticks, I'm just going to go through all the packaging real quick. For the lipsticks, they are the blue packaging, and then for the lipsticks, they just have like the regular, what all the other packaging looks like. But back to the eyeshadow palette, now that we have seen the outside, it is very pretty. It has, like, I know people say having a nice weight to it always makes something feel like more luxurious or expensive. It does have a nice weight to it. I believe it's between $16, $18. I'll post up here. And what's nice is it does have like a little magnetic closure, which helps it close to keep your eyeshadow safe. When we open it up, this is what it looks like. I'm about to blind you because yes, indeed, it does have a nice good size mirror. I'm not someone who actually cares about having mirrors in my palettes. I never use eyeshadow palette mirrors, but if it's something that you like, it is in here. It's also why the palette is a little bit more expensive than their kind of regular palettes that don't have mirrors in them. It's a good quality mirror. Nothing special, but if you like mirrors, that's something that's great for you. And then you have, this is what the inside bit looks like. Let me focus on that for you. What is great is that the colors are actually named on the front side of it. When I'm doing the swatches, I'll go through and point out each color and what it is. And if, like I said, if you want like an explanation of literally what every single color means and why she picked it, check out her video. She does a very thorough job doing it. I like it because it's definitely a very versatile palette. You can do a whole lot of somethings with it. And it has a good mix. It has like shimmery, it has mattes, and it has like fun pops of colors. You can do neutral looks with it, you can do fun colorful looks with it, you can do warm tone looks with it, you can do cool tone looks with it. You can do a lot with it. Yeah, that's a lot to say. I'll go through them right now, and I do the swatches. You'll see them, but I'll kind of talk through some of my feelings about some of them really quickly. So you have the Aries right here, which is like a fiery burnt orange. It's just, I will say the shimmers in this palette are gorgeous. I'm a Leo, so I used this Leo color right down here for the look I did for my makeup video. And I was really impressed by the quality of them. The shimmers I think are really, really beautiful and very pigmented, and they have a really nice, beautiful shine to them. So I really liked the Leo in particular was the one that I used. And the Aries is like a burnt orange shimmer. You have Taurus, which is kind of just a transitional color. The Gemini is another one of kind of like the like shimmery glitter. I feel like these colors are very popular. That's the one thing I will say, is that I like all the colors that are in this palette, and I like the arrangement. I think it's a good travel palette. None of the colors are really like groundbreaking, wow, oh my goodness, except for these two down here, which I really, really like, as well as the purple color. These three are the only standout colors to me. All the other colors in the palette, you've seen in a million other palettes before. And also the Capricorn, it's a very like glittery saturated black, but if you tap it off you can use it as a matte black. It's pretty, but so this bottom row is really the only row that sticks out from a color selection to me. Otherwise, all of these you've seen in almost every other palette that's come out this year. Some variety of it, though I will say these two shimmers have a very nice special little something to them. But the browns are nothing special. The Libra is actually kind of like a shimmer, but when I used it in my crease to kind of play with it today, it worked very nicely just as like a matte transition color. Scorpio is a very pretty shimmer purple. There's lots of shimmers in this. Kind of the only two matte, neutral, normal, transitional colors are really going to be the Virgo and Taurus, but you can still do a lot with them as your base and then playing around with all the colors. So it's a lot of rambling, but overall, that's me saying that I really, really like this palette. I feel like it's smart and that you can do a lot of fun stuff with it. And I think it's a great travel palette because you really can just play around and have a lot of fun and do a lot of great things with it. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts. As far as the formula is great. Super, super blendable. I love the formula for the shimmers. The mattes are like a good standard matte. They're blendable, they are pigmented, you can build them up. They're not the most like boom in your face pigmented, but they are nice because they will go on and you can just gradually build them up. It's not like they're lacking pigment, but when you put them on your eye, it's not like an instantaneous like poof. But they're good pigmented eyeshadows kind of compared to like all of their other, I'd say all of their other eyeshadows. So a great formula, great for not just the price, but just a good formula in general. So definitely recommend them from that perspective. And yeah, I'm in love with the color selection. I know some people, I think it got not necessarily the best feedback, but I know she was talking about how she didn't want to just do like a colorful palette. So I think it's really smart in that there are fun pops of color, but it's a very versatile, like you could do countless looks with this. Let's go ahead then and swing on over into the swatches for you so you can see them up close and personal. Doing the swatches so you can see the colors. With that in mind, swatches to me do not represent how an eyeshadow works. I feel like everyone kind of says that now in their videos, but I like to say it because, I mean, we all say it, but people say it for a reason. Swatches kind of help you see the color, but as far as their actual pigmentation, how they blend on your eye, they don't mean anything. But yes, with that lovely intro, here are the swatches so that you can just get a little glimpse of the colors. Okay, so I'm going to just start off. I'm going to show you how I finger swatched the first four and just how they looked when they were swatching for those of you who are interested. And the way that I did it is I swirled my finger lightly 3 times in each pan, and then as you can see, I just dragged my finger down once. Now I'm going to go through all the colors. This is the Aries, which is a very pretty burnt orange. Then we have the Taurus, which is just kind of regular transition. Then the Gemini, which is a pretty nice gold color. Then we have the Cancer, which is a very pretty, just pearlescent champagne pink. Then we have the Leo, holler at my Leos out there, which is another pretty orange. It's lighter than the Aries. Virgo is just a nice you know, brown color. Then Libra is a nice mauve pink color that looks more matte but has a little shimmer. Scorpio is a very pretty plum color that has shimmer in it. Then we have the Sagittarius, which is a matte purple. Then we have the Capricorn, which is a black that has like kind of gold sparkle in it. Then we have the Aquarius, and this is just a really pretty color. I love this one. And then the Pisces, this has the most glitter out of all of them, so it does have glitter fallout. So while it's a beautiful, bright turquoisey color, I would recommend using a glitter glue with it. But yeah, those are all of the colors. I think that they are quite pretty. I know in swatches some of them look kind of similar, but the ones that look similar, like the orange ones, they look very different in person. But yeah, those are the swatches. Okie dokie, so those were the swatches of the eyeshadows. Now onto the lipsticks, these bad boys right here. This is the standard Colourpop Luxe lipstick tubing. It's really cute. I'm gonna see if I can get it to show up on camera. Let's see if I can. But what you will notice about it, there we go. See those cute little stars that are on the packaging? It's super adorable. So the packaging is very cute. When you open it, opens like that. It is like a standard bullet lipstick. It just comes out like this. You'll see that the stars are on the bullet as well, which is very cute. So it's just their nice standard packaging. There isn't anything in particular that like makes this look like a Kathleen Lights palette where like the eyeshadow is very obviously part of the collection. One of the things that I will point out, this is going to seem really small, but it kind of like irks me a little bit, is that, so this color is Scorpion Moon, and you'll see that on the bottom end of the lipstick it has a representation of the color as well as the name of the lipstick. I love this because when you have a tube that you can't see through, it's really freaking nice to be able to be like, okay, this is what the color like somewhat looks like. And then on the color What's Your Sign, I got lipstick on my fingernail. On the color What's Your Sign, it's just a clear sticker that has no representation of the color. And this is part of the same collection, so it bothers me, one, that that's different, but also just with Colourpop in general. I've got a couple, like 10 of these lipsticks, and I'm looking at them. 4 of them actually have the sticker where you can see what the color is, and then 6 of them just have a sticker with the name. I don't know what makes them do one versus the other. I really wish they would do this label though that has the color on all of them, because otherwise you literally have to go through and open up the lipstick every single time to accurately see what the color looks like, which is a pet peeve for me. But yes, you may not care about that. That's a very small thing, but and I think it's the inconsistency in them doing it too is really what makes me be like, why? Obviously you can do it. It's not like a cost thing. Obviously you can do it, and it's not going to bump the cost up of the product, so then why is it like 50-50 on how it's done? But anyways, the 2 colors, one is What's Your Sign, and it is a beautiful nude. It's the one I did the close-up of earlier. It's just a beautiful nude. It's not too pink, it's not too peach, and it's not super light, so it's like a deeper nude on me, and I think for deeper skin tones as well as fairer skin tones, it's just going to be an overall flattering color. And it's nice since it doesn't have too much peach or too much pink in it. If anything, I was trying it on the other day and I was trying to see like, oh, it pulls a little pink, or it pulls a little like peachy, and I was like, it really is just neutral, which I really like, because normally something will pull slightly peachy or slightly pink, so it's a great staple lipstick. And then the other color that she has is called Scorpio Moon. It is the color I've got on my lips right now, and it looks like this. It's just a nice dusty rosy mauve color. It's just really pretty. It has like those purple mauve tones, but it's nothing that's super like boom in your face or whatnot. It's just a very pretty color that is, how to put it, it's a safe non-neutral lipstick color, if that makes sense. So I love both of these guys. I really like the formula for the cream lipsticks. They do glide on. They are cream, and so that with being said, if you're going to eat something oily or just eating in general throughout your day, they do wear down a little bit, but overall the color does last for a really nice time. You'll maybe need like one touch up after you eat, just check on it throughout the day. But it's very comfortable. It doesn't really feather too much around the edges. It wears nice and long throughout the day. So yes, overall it's very comfortable, not too drying. It's just really easy to wear on your lips. And it's really, really hot right now in San Diego, and it's still been wearing well. So I'm like, that is a good testament to the fact that I actually think the formula works really well, as it's been holding up in this oh so beautiful heat that we are having in August. But that's kind of it for the products that I got. As far as what I think about the highlighters, since I don't have them, I can't tell you about the specific colors, but overall the Colourpop highlighters are really, really pretty. They work best if you use your finger or like kind of a synthetic brush. If you've never used them before, you do kind of need to play around with them a little bit, but they do give the skin a beautiful wet look once you've kind of gotten used to how the formula works. And then as far as the eyelid toppers, Colourpop has nice ones. They are really pretty. They're more metallic than glittery. Steel is the only one that has like a true glitter one that's like bam. But they are pretty and nice, so if the color calls to you and you don't have something like it in your collection, I do think the formula works well. I can't speak as to those actual two colors since I don't have them in front of me, but they did look pretty. But yeah, that is kind of it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful if you've been thinking about maybe purchasing or not purchasing. I definitely think the products work really well. I love the colors and whatnot, so then it's really just up to a matter of you of, one, is it worth it from like a price point perspective? It is, as far as like normal makeup pricing, it is definitely on the more affordable scale of things. So do the colors call to you? If you've been thinking about buying it, I do think it works well. That took way too long for me to say. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope this helped, or that you just liked hanging out summing a day with me. I hope to see you in the next video. If you like this, please give it a thumbs up. If you really liked it, hit that subscribe button below. I hope that you are having a good day, night, evening, wherever you are, and mwah, goodbye!